systems go. Let's go. Yo, welcome to the Real Tech Housewives of Denver. Is my shit running? Oh, look at that. We're going good right now. Yo, I'm your host, Matty Ghost, along with my co-host, Parmajawn. Together we are Thatz Hot.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
Yo, we have a very special guest today. You know, we worked hard on this one, and we finally got it for you guys. A lot of people have been asking in the chat, a lot of the subscribers. We got BColbyPhoto in the building today.
Hey. Thank you, guys.
What's up? What up, Colbs?
Chilling, guys. How we doing?
Good, Colbs. Keep it high and tight.
High and tight.
Right next to your lippies.
Right here.
Oh, dude, perfect. I'll even give you a little bump.
There he is.
What's
Awesome.
up, baby boy?
We're chilling.
Welcome to the show.
It's great to be here.
Dude, yes, it is.
It's a little weird being in front of the camera.
I know.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Colby is our main guy here in Denver.
He is the main guy here in Denver.
Oh, stop.
Correct.
You're making me blush.
But yeah, he's been shooting he shot like pretty much every single one of our shows, and we
Was the first show you shot the first show I played in Denver?
I think so. Night Rinse.
Night Rinse.
When
that was
it
first,
before you and CJ
It was
played?
Taki New Light. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
CJ Open. That's where I met CJ. And then Josh. No, Josh wasn't on that show, but you were the
No,
photographer.
it was you and Feds that played the first show, I think.
No, CJ,
Was
me.
that the Mr. Carmack show?
No, the Mr. Carmack was Ham, CJ, and I, Feds. But the first show was like Taki New Light and like,
Yeah,
we can
right.
find out if we really want to get this deep.
Either way, it was Night Rinse.
Night
Shout out
Rinse.
to those guys.
Friends of the show.
Friends of the show. I just have to know this. So we're going to navigate to Instagram. And it was early June 2021.
2021.
2021.
That was good.
It's just how
You made it sound like it was like 2002.
2021. And it looks like I have archived the photo. So
Wow.
it really doesn't matter. That's where we're at. I could go to Night Rinses, but this is a show you're
It's all
watching.
good. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good time. And
Yeah.
then you sent me the photos and you're like, do you want to be friends? I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how everything got started, essentially, like, was with you.
You just DM'd him, Night Rinse.
Well, yeah, I DM'd Night Rinse to take photos for them because I wanted to get into the concert scene. And they were like, yeah, come out and shoot, and we'd love to see what you could do. And from there, like, got to meet you, got to meet Feds, met CJ, like, met a lot of great guys that have, pushed me, and
That was like a
Collaborated
culmination
with me.
point, wasn't it?
yeah, it
That's
really
sort of like
was.
the tipping point where everything kind of
Clicked.
kicked off.
Yeah, for real.
I had to do that for dramatic effect. Everyone needs to head over to YouTube. We are looking really good.
Yeah, you're so
I got
steezy,
flip
Matty.
glasses. You're steezy, doggy.
Thanks.
Steezmeister. So yeah,
Me
so
too,
is
Parm.
that were you like doing photography before? Has it always been like something that you've been into? What's kind of your fucking origin story?
Yeah. So how photography started for me was I had a clothing company in college that I was just kind of experimenting with and using my business skills to, apply that to apply my school business skills to my business. So I had a tangible thing.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Champlain College.
Champlain?
Yeah.
Up in Vermont,
Up in Burlington,
that's
Vermont.
right, dude.
Way the fuck out there,
on
bud.
Lake Champlain.
A lot of them go from business school to the coat factory, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's like a real thing.
to Burlington.
The
I
Burlington
went to
coat
an
factory.
artist, I guess.
What was
yeah.
he was selling coats up there? Called B. Colby Coat Factory
B. Colby Coat Factory.
and jorts.
I was a subgenre of Burlington Coat Factory.
It was like the Carhartt, and then Carhartt has Carhartt WIP, their trendy fashion line.
The one that you don't buy if you would work a 9-to-5 construction job.
No, it's the Poser Carhartt. They're like, you want to pose? We got the brand for you.
It's not the military surplus store shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is comfortable. I was wearing one yesterday. I love that shit.
Carhartt's the shit.
What was your clothing company?
It was called The Simple Life. It was just, again, an experiment, and it got me into photography because
This thesis statement.
yeah, actually that was my senior project, was on the business and kind of evaluating like how my classes applied to
The real world,
the
basically.
real world, yeah. But then that was the transition into photography, working with my friends who modeled the clothing for me, taking photos of them, and then taking photos of the actual product.
Nice.
Yeah. And
You're
then,
like the Austin Powers when he's like, you're a tiger. You're falling on the ground. Now you're a robot. Possessed. Yes, baby. I'm done. You throw your camera.
I'm done. And then from there, yeah, I just found the love for photography, and she's never left my side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good for all of us. That
Yeah.
deserves.
chasing our dreams, baby.
Hell yeah. And I know you're a big music fan yourself. Have you like always been into music as well? And has that always been like a big part of your life, or is that, something that came on later on?
Yeah, I started out as a festival goer and concert goer, and then I slowly figured out that I wanted to be a part of it and create the experience instead of, just being a part of the experience.
I will say he's correct, because every time I've gotten in the car with Colby is the most fire playlists. Like even going to Kaya, he jammed that shit out for like 5-6 hours.
It was the three of us that
and
went
it
up
was
together, huh?
so good, bro. Every time I get in the car with him or he drives me home, I'm like, this playlist is, I'm like Shazamming in the corner as we go along.
Thank you. I do pride myself on trying to find new stuff, and that's how I came across you guys, and it's awesome to see you guys producing so much new content yourselves.
This is how we give back. We've never paid him, so we're just doing this right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're finally getting paid with that exposure.
Actually, it's an ad.
Oh yeah, open it up, baby. We should just get,
Yeah.
look at that. You can't
Flash
buy
the
that,
cam.
but you can steal it off of him on the
Can't
show.
buy his time
Yeah.
to shoot pictures of you, though.
And I
You
highly
can do
recommend
that.
it.
Highly recommend it.
People are gonna see you post that picture and then go to Colby's profile and be like, "Oh, he shot for all the heaters."
And it's pretty cool just to like see, because I think I met you shortly thereafter you shooting those shows, and like
Yep.
just to see like the progression in your work from then until now is dope as fuck, dude.
Thanks, man.
Like to
I
be able
appreciate
to be able to like witness that and be a part of it as a subject.
We've seen
of
him
those
grow from
shots.
taking pictures to like being on stage with the gyroscope, going, "My back is killing me right now."
Yeah, I've
then
definitely
back to
gotten
the camera.
stronger.
Definitely on the main stage mentality.
Yeah.
Not
Bars
only
now.
the stage, you also do like portraits. You got like a whole studio
Yeah,
set
dude.
up. So if like any artists want their, like all of our friends have gotten, I'm pretty sure
Like
every
press
single
photos.
buddy's
Yeah.
IG picture you've taken.
For the most part, it's pretty crazy to see and look through. It humbles me for sure.
I think
cool.
it's awesome. It just shows the quality.
Yeah. Puts a smile on my face. I don't know really what to say.
So camera wise, what do you run for the people out there? We'll put an affiliate link in bio. You can buy it and give us money.
Yeah, I use a Canon 7D, and then I have multiple different lenses that I use. I use a 50 millimeter 1.4, if you know what that means. But
It means shallow depth of field to a zoom focus.
yeah, it's just a crisper view. And I have a variety of different lenses, and then I have a gimbal, as Matty was saying, that makes steady video, and yeah, a lot of more equipment that is very technical.
Yeah, but dude, it's kind of cool to see your arsenal grow. It was like someone stockpiling. Like you showed up with one camera, and then you're like, I'm switching lenses, and the next thing you know, he had the gimbal out.
Well, it's not
like a
just me
transformer.
that's growing; it's all of us, and we've been doing that as a group, which is like really fucking special, honestly.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Can we get a quick vape check for everybody? I know out of this top pump,
Touch tips.
and we do this. We haven't brought this back for a while, but the person in my life I've probably given the most vapes to is Colby.
Yeah.
Hands down. He's a connoisseur.
Matty takes care of me.
What are you puffing on?
An Escobar, blue raspberry.
Why haven't you switched over to the elves?
I did, and then I also tried quitting vaping for like the 30th fucking time.
I like didn't have one all day yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna quit." But I just got back from Vegas, and so like halfway through the day today, I was like,
I need it.
Like I almost want to like gear up for New Year's and like shut it down on New Year's Day.
That's what I say. That's what I've said
working for
every
it.
New Year's the
As a
past like
squad.
3 years.
I gave a month up last New Year's. And I was like,
Fucking Margot and I were like, we're gonna do it cold turkey on New Year's. We're gonna do it, and then we were super hungover on New Year's, and we were like, well, maybe we'll just do it tomorrow. You know, like
I'm so impulsive. I might just be like, I'm done, and then stop.
I mean, that is
Yeah.
the way you got to do it, low key.
It really is.
Or
And
like I can't afford it
It's
anymore.
like it's like 10 days of like really shittiness, and then after that, it's
Then
pretty
it's
easy.
amazing. You're
Yeah.
like, you can breathe again.
Yeah.
If you distract yourself, what's hard is like we do this potting, I do it video games, I do it editing. So it's like I'm having to
because
figure
it's
out a way to replace that. I've been
Yeah.
playing with silly putty at work, and remember the shout out TJ, the t-shirt dealer. He gave me
Yeah, dude.
He gave
Shout
me-
out TJ. What a homie.
he gave me
Yo, TJ, shout out.
a thing of silly putties. Like it was for my kids' Halloween basket. And at work, I'm playing with a silly putty, and I'm not vaping. So I might be just like a weirdo that carries silly
It
putty
needs to
everywhere.
be like a fix. Yeah, or
It's
there's.
definitely a fixation thing.
Sorry,
like-
I had to burp.
Get it out there.
I had
Wait, do you want some burp music?
I don't know what happened to it,
Get-
but I think, oh yeah, thank you.
You good?
Some
Yeah,
sexy,
I think I got it out.
Let's get it
some
out.
sexy burping music.
Scooby's late for his cue right
was
now.
I talking about
Quitting
again?
vape.
Wait, yeah, but like, I don't. Weren't we talking about
Impulsive behavior. Quitting vape. Like, I'm just done. Then somebody have to do it. Oh, finger fixation, my silly putty.
Oh, dude, yeah. I used to have this like fucking cube thing, and it had like it was like a big dice basically, but it had like switches on each
I've
side of
seen
it
one of
and like a
those.
joystick on it.
Like a little fidget thing.
Yeah, it's basically just like a little thing to fuck with while you're like doing your stuff.
They need to make them flat like this, like this kind of vape.
There's got to be other ones.
I would love
There
one.
definitely is.
just something to like fucking distract yourself
It
with.
helps me think.
I know it. Well, it does though. There's like certain properties, and like nicotine is like kind of like a stimulant.
Do you
a
know
little bit.
nicotine
definitely
is
is.
a nootropic?
What? Yeah. What does that mean?
Nootropic is like one of those, like the Alpha Brain or Koyos.
Like
Our
Lion-
sponsor, Fit Soda, not Lion's Mane, but there's a nootropic is a vitamin that stimulates. I sound like Joe Rogan right now. I'm full Joe Rogan. Stimulates your brain.
Fit soda.
It's the good shit.
Yum.
Do you feel that nootropic?
Well, it's
Yeah,
not in
dude.
Fit Soda. Time for an ad break. Fit Soda is a 0 carb, 0 calorie soda. It's triple filtered, BCAAs. There's no caffeine or anything. It's just basically water that tastes good. It's like a soda version
It's
of your
gas.
favorite bubbly water. Koyos, the other brand, is a nootropic with lion's mane and 60 milligrams of caffeine.
There's lion's mane.
Go and buy that shit.
Both of them available at Sprouts. There we go. That's the difference. But nicotine is a nootropic. They say that's like a brain vitamin that
Helps
stimulates.
you like focus.
Think it's like a low level Adderall.
Interesting.
and it just ruins your fucking lungs.
Yeah.
Matty, you always got the like most interesting facts, I feel like. Just like so random,
I know, he's-
but
I don't know.
I love it.
I'm like a jack of all trades, dude.
He was telling us all these facts about the Weird Al. movie
Oh, did you
the other
watch the
day.
Weird Al movie?
No,
No,
is it
Matty,
good?
I think you're the only person that knew that it was coming out.
I've been listening to Weird Al like in my car on the way to work, dude.
Did you weirdly somehow like help produce that movie?
Matty
Like,
fucking loves this full Weird Al.
I
dude.
did
I didn't know about this
in a
deep
way where I
love.
went to his concerts, bought all his albums. So I am a low-level producer through the money I put in Weird Al.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite artists of all times, dude. And I was even telling Parm that's how like if you hear Hella Nice, like the lyrics they're kind of fun. Like fun music is, or I make flips. My biggest thing is like I love making flips.
Yeah.
I feel like both that's a little, and I make them funny too. So it's a little Weird Al on all my shit. I can't.
I mean, that speaks to who you are. Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
I get it done, but in a silly way.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
a silly goose.
It's
Stop.
it's awesome.
I'm a
Like,
serious goose.
He's a serious goose.
no, you're,
He's the goose that
silly
bites
too.
people, and I'm the one that takes the bread.
The goose enforcer.
Dude,
He's got a big bite.
the goose is loose in this one, dude. That was kind of
silly.
that's kind of foul, bro. Don't worry, folks. We're just winging it. So, did you get all the goose puns done? Okay, cool.
Yep, I'm good.
So, as I would say the most prominent photographer in the entire Western Hemisphere, how would someone as a photographer, like some up and coming person that wants to get into this game, approach shows or like approach an artist? What'd you find that worked for you?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely been a long, path to get to where I am now. But it's been a lot of persistence, and the way I did it was just reach out to people, like put your work in front of people, like whether they're going to say no or yes, like who cares? Like
totally.
you're getting your work in front of them, and like that's the big thing. And whether they, hire you now or like hire you down the road or don't ever hire you, and maybe you just refer someone to you, like it's just an opportunity that you're putting on the table.
When would you say, so this goes to both DJs and like photographers, visual people. When would you say the tipping point, or when you stop going, I'll do this for free and now I'm a valuable asset? Was there like a certain moment you were like, okay, I better start? Because I know when you first came to us, you're like, you're just I want to be friends. I was like,
Yeah.
you do this. It's kind of like a help thing. And from us having you on our profiles and like shouting us out, you've gotten gigs that started to pay actually.
Yeah.
And we do pay when you can. You got to pay your photographers. You got to pay your visual people.
For sure. But like that's what has helped us all grow, is like being a team player is what it's all about. And for the growth of the music community and helping other artists grow, like I think that's super important. And like whether you charge something or not is up to you, but I think it should be case by case. And like if that person truly can't like afford to pay for that service, and like you see the potential in them, like why not help them out? Like,
Yeah, I love that because it's kind of the same way we do it with music and
exactly.
stuff. We put it's for the love of the art, not for like, I'm gonna be the best in monetary gain. But you kind of earn that through. It's a paradox. You earn that through having a love for it.
exactly. And then
And just I think like more than anything, it's just like dedicating like time to it. Like
yeah, for sure.
like, but yeah, like we still we'll take shows where we're not maybe making as much just to like support a friend and like just doing shit like that.
The love of playing.
And it takes up a lot of fucking time, especially like this year has been like not like all gas, like no breaks. Like I feel like finally the last couple weeks have been, or at least before that, because I've been fucking all over the place.
He's
the last
been busy.
couple
He's been
weeks.
playing with Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
He was in Vegas. We were in LA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It all is just
We're all
fucking-
popping.
But
That's a part of it though.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially when like we're like obviously like starting to pop all in each in our own regard, but also just like like being a part of that like as a squad and coming up together is something that like I don't think happens in like every city and all the time where like, you know,
It's hard to make friends too when you move to a new place. So like,
yeah.
I kind of find like all of my best friends add value to my life. And like, why not be valuable and like find your best value and try to give it out? Because at some point it's going to come back.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, also as you grow older, like you want to be surrounded by people that, you know, actually add value to your life and like
that, like
you
care
can
about,
build
care
upon
about
with,
you. Yeah.
And like, care about you. And like, I don't know. I think that I like just believed and like, I don't know. I just believe in friendship, like really, really deeply.
It's a little more valuable than monetary gains.
Yeah, for real.
Especially at this point in your life. Maybe when we have a baby, we're like, oh, fuck, I need some money.
Right.
Yeah.
But till then,
but, you know what? I can eat ramen every now and again if I like need to. Like,
yeah, exactly. We're young, you know?
Yeah.
So you hail from Maine.
Yeah.
I don't mean to dox you, but
the 207.
yeah, and it's surprisingly a lot of other people in Denver that have
There are quite a few
risen
people.
up are maniacs.
Yeah, the maniacs.
Armenians.
That's what they're called.
Yeah, maniacs, I guess.
That's what it says on the license plate, I'm pretty sure.
I think it says vacation land.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I flew into Bangor, I was telling him, and it's like the most beautiful thing
I feel
ever.
like they should have called it lobster.
Flying into Bangor is beautiful. That's like the most ratchet city in Maine.
But there's like there's no land. It's like little lakes all coming in because it's like the wetlands right there. Before you come in, it's like, wow, it's like it's like the roots of a tree, but in water.
Water.
When I was flying into Vegas the other day, we had like a 5:30 a.m. flight, and so we were flying in like right as the sun was rising.
That's sick.
I had a fucking window seat, and like, you know, Vegas, it's like surrounded by that like super like
It's the finger of highways.
yeah, but like the fucking like crazy kind of mountains.
Oh yeah, like
it was like orange, and oh my god, it was fucking so sick.
That's sick.
I took an edible before the flight, and I was like,
it's
the most beautiful thing I've ever
Have
seen.
you guys seen the sun before? I've been staring directly into it for 25 minutes, dude.
I don't think I'm going to be able to see for the rest of this trip.
Parm won it big in Vegas, dude.
No, the fuck I didn't.
Did you?
Emotionally.
Emotionally?
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I have like $50 to my name for the rest of this week, but worth it.
100
Vegas,
spin money
baby.
for Excel. We're good.
Yeah, but
Let that shit transfer, baby.
Guess your money stayed in Vegas, huh?
Yeah, I didn't really gamble that much. We went to see fucking Colin and Rufus DeSoul the first night, and there was this dude.
Drinks are like $45.
There was this
That's
dude,
what I was telling him when he came back. I was like,
There's this-
drinks expensive, dude?
They're so fucking expensive. We just got a couple handles of booze, and I just drank a fuck ton before we went out, and I was like chilling.
Smart.
But
Very college of you.
there was this fucking one dude that was like at a table next to us, and he was just making it rain the entire night, and Liam was just picking up the dollars the entire time, and he picked up like literally like $297 that this dude had just like flown. Fucking,
Do you know why? He's
That's
like
kind of balling in its own. That's kind of balling.
It was Rob Gronkowski, dude.
it was like a dude like that.
Like a football.
Yeah.
I was in Vegas and I saw
But shout out Liam, friend of the show.
chain smokers, and there's like shirtless guy standing on stage. I was like, who the hell is that? And everyone's like, that's Rob Gronkowski. Like, okay.
Gronk does the craziest stuff.
Maine don't got no teams, do they?
No, we're we're all Boston sports fans in New England for the most part. But yeah.
What's their baseball team?
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
That's right.
We were terrible this year. So
Historically,
I don't follow any sports. I just like Weird Al, dude. That's literally it. So for getting done with the show, what's kind of like a workflow that you follow? Like, so you go to the show from setup to like send someone. Because I know we'll get home and like the next morning we'll wake up and Colby will be like, here's the photos from last night. Already done. Like, what you shoot so much. What's that workflow like?
I mean, I can definitely get some creative block with editing and just be like unmotivated.
Is it Lightroom that you're using?
Yeah, I use Lightroom and then I use Premiere for video stuff.
Do you know DaVinci is free?
DaVinci?
Resolve?
I did not know that.
There's a free version now.
Oh boy, another program to learn.
Dude, and I'm trying to get it. It's kind of sick.
DaVinci.
DaVinci Resolve.
I'll have to check that out. But yeah, essentially just go home, upload everything.
To like a drive.
Yeah, I usually
dump
just
your
go
cards?
straight into Lightroom with all my photos. And then I go through but before even all of this, if you can shoot with the mindset of like what shots you want to get and
Like a shot list, basically.
if you have a shot list or if the DJ wants specific shots like from behind them with the
people ask
crowd.
that?
Yeah.
I'm just happy you're there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, people like certain
That's smart.
things. But, you know, I just like to take pictures of every single angle because I just like to take pictures.
Capture the vibe.
And
Yeah.
like each spot, you're taking like 10 to like maybe 50 pictures in an area.
Yeah.
Like, what's your card size at the end of the night?
I mean, it depends. I can have like 200 photos on the smaller side, but, you know, for a while there, I was shooting, like when I was shooting your guys' sets, I would come home with like 1,000 raws to go through.
Jesus.
And
You just go through and pick the right ones and check it, basically.
yeah, get rid of like repeats, keep some so I can like do multiple edits on them and get rid of different blurry ones. And then, yeah, I create my own presets as well. So those are saved. So that also speeds up the process.
Do you
of
have them by
editing.
like Larimer and set up by like different venues?
I haven't done that yet. I have a universal like concert preset that works pretty well, and then I just kind of adjust it.
Or like LUTs for the other people, like replaces. Here's another dumb fact: color in a computer is seen in a cube,
Mhm.
and it's like almost sound when you like mix and master. You fill up that cube. Color is perceived in a cube, and when you add like these color replacement blocks, they read the cube and change certain color.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-dimensional code that changes little bits of color, and that shows up in the picture.
The more you know.
Dude,
That's Lutz's.
that's LUTs. I forgot what it stands for. It's like light. I'll bastardize it. People hate LUTs who are like professional colorists.
Yeah. Yeah, coloring coloring is always the most difficult part, or like color correction, I would say. Because you can definitely get weird hues of different colors on people's faces or just different things like that. And yeah, that's always where I find myself spending the most time just like tweaking a little bit and going back and forth.
Like you'll throw your master concert thing on and then go in and change certain photos.
Yeah, like I'll change either the highlights or the whites or the blacks or the color. Like, let's say there's a lot of red, I can tone that red down. Or if there's a pink, I can do the same thing.
Yeah,
Or you
when
can
this pod's done, I
completely
just
take it
throw
out.
like I've built like a little color thing that goes for like this low light thing,
Yeah,
like same style.
yeah, exactly.
I know this is technical jargon, but
Yeah.
there's gonna be some
Super
photographers. There's photographers that'll be like, "What are
I'm
you?"
learning. I just take photos on my phone.
That's fine, dude.
Fire photos. It's probably one of the best cameras.
Dude, yeah, it's pretty nuts. Like when I got this thing, I like took a portrait mode of Scooby and I was like,
That's what that is too.
damn.
Above us, this a portrait mode of Scooby.
He's so adorable.
He's missed his cue. I'm surprised he's not here by now.
I think he's just sleeping on the couch.
He's just passed
He's
out.
kind of tired.
We went on some long dubs today, so
He was smelling chicken for like 30 minutes. He's pretty
Yeah.
tuckered.
yeah.
If you have any piece of equipment or want to upgrade next, what would it be?
Oh, yeah. So I kind of want to focus more towards like the vintage and film side of things because, you know, I can do digital photography and also have a film camera with me. And
We need a Polaroid, bro.
yeah, like Polaroids are cool, but I'm talking like actual 35 millimeter, like sick old film camera.
Do you have room in your place for a dark room?
No,
That would be kind of sick if you could build a dark room too.
that would be sweet.
Do you guys
To,
ever
like, develop your own
eventually?
film?
Did you were you guys in school when they still had those?
Yeah, I took a couple
I think
black and
so.
white,
like in the red
courses.
rooms or whatever.
Yeah, I took a
Yeah.
class in high school about like film photography, and you had to like put your hand in the
and
little-
develop things.
little sweatshirt thing to roll the film and then shake it and then put it up, hang it,
Yeah, dude.
and then project it onto a thing and test your projection and then fire it on.
I think that's what made me an actual good photographer was taking courses like that. Because you, like, if you don't know what you're doing and you
Yeah.
don't have the right settings, you're gonna produce
Yeah,
crap.
I feel the same way about like learning on like analog gear and like big consoles and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah.
just understand like signal flow and stuff like that where it's just like kind of second nature.
The technicalities.
Yeah.
You could almost think of your, tell me if this is right, your aperture kind of like your gain stage, because you gain how much light you let in, and
Yeah.
then your compressor is like your ISO these days, where you can like squeeze the light to a
Like
different
add
thing.
artificial light.
And that's all there is to cameras.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's ISO, aperture,
And shutter speed. Shutter speed's
yeah.
your compressor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. An
Because
ISO.
shutter speed is like how long it takes to like take the picture basically.
Yeah,
right?
so let's say you wanted to take something that's moving, take a picture of something that's moving really fast.
In the club even. What do you
Yeah.
use there?
In the club, I'm shooting in the club.
In the club, dude. What's your f-stop in the club?
So it's more your shutter speed that you kind of have to focus on, and I'm sitting right around 1/100th of a second, and my f-stop's all the way down.
So you kind of have to hold still.
Yeah, and my ISO's at like 3200, which you can start to get some
That's
grain
pretty-
in your
Yeah,
photos.
that's cranked.
Yeah. Which, you know, you can get that out in editing and all of that. But yeah, you gotta really, like, you told me this, like, when we have been shooting all of these like shows and stuff, like, if you just hold like your shot a little bit longer, like,
Oh yeah, when we were filming.
yeah, even whether it's filming or for photos.
That's I think
like,
where I said it.
yeah.
I was like, just stay there.
Yeah, just
Let
like,
it linger, because something might happen after your brain says, "Okay, I got this
Yeah.
thing."
Yeah, exactly. And I think photography and videography is all about patience and like,
Making music too. Like when you're
Yeah.
done, when you think you're done with something, or it's like not good, like add 5 more minutes, or you feel burnt out,
yeah,
add 5 more minutes, because that's going to turn to 30 minutes.
yeah, or come back to it. You know, like
yeah, put it on the back burner.
yeah, because like nobody can produce content like all day, every day, and like
Not get burnt out.
not get burnt out. It's
I'll just be
just
like, yeah, I do, but I'm incredibly burnt out.
yeah. But then like you crash and like you have periods of time where you just like lose that motivation because
totally.
you did that to yourself.
I had
you know?
writer's block for like 6 weeks after the summer ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for that exact reason. It was just like,
It's okay to rest. Like,
Yeah.
I feel Parmajawn's music is going to be so much better that we took a break, played some Call of Duty, because you have to. There was like another dumb study about, they studied a rat going through a maze to the cheese, and as it slept, they took its brain scans, and it would go. So they took like little things when it was going through, like boop boop boop, and it was sleeping. It was going boop 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 boop. It was running through it when they slept a lot. So I think pulling out of Ableton, taking a break, sleeping helps you master something.
Yeah. Or going and finding inspiration in other places. Like for me, it's going skiing or going hiking or going and doing something with my friends.
Yeah. How do you,
And that recharges me.
that's the inspiration. It's not necessarily like, oh, I have an idea, but oh, I can keep working on these ideas.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of both, you know, like I think you can get lost in what is the syndrome called? Where is it
Like the one where you're missing a chromosome?
no, imposter.
I think it's
syndrome.
called
imposter syndrome.
Schmeretz. Okay, never mind, wrong one.
Yeah, imposter syndrome, where you like, you know, like you're in your own head and you think like, oh, am I still producing at a good level? Am I still like making like good quality stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Lawrence, friend of the show. I talked to him yesterday about paradoxes a lot, and like, yo, I am grateful for the knowledge I have and what I'm doing, but I always am learning and deserving more.
Yeah.
And like that's the way to fight imposter syndrome. You're like, yo, I'm doing well.
Yeah.
And I should be grateful for that. I feel like this because I feel like I should be doing better, and I am doing better.
Yeah.
Every day.
I think it's also important to like remind yourself constantly of like why you're doing it too.
Yeah.
You know, like because there's like some weeks where like I'm just like all caught up in like, you know, like booking shows and with engineering stuff for work and all that. And then there's like other weeks where I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm just going to like work on music this week. And like,
we need one of our Saturdays, dude.
Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah.
We do bad.
Every Saturday for the last like 4-5 weeks have been taken up.
What do
You play Saturday night.
Saturday night.
I have a work event Saturday day.
Oh, damn.
But we'll figure it out.
No, we'll figure it out.
Maybe even this weekend. Next weekend, I mean.
Yeah.
The following. But all this talk leads into our final segment.
Yeah, that was a good segue point too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because wait, what was it, the last part called again?
It's called the ear break, ladies and gentlemen.
The ear break.
And the ear break is all about how we have, as like DJs, producers, photographers, artists, spend a lot of time in the sauce, and we like lose ourselves. How do you like to spend your time away from those creative things to find the inspiration, or not even think about inspiration? What do you like doing in your free time?
Yeah.
How you take a break?
I take a break by either going skiing, hiking, or pretty much doing anything outdoors. And it might be a little bit crazy of me, but I like photography is still a break to me. Like even just going out and doing
like having
personal
fun with
things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's super important with any type of artist, like that you're constantly doing this. You know, you have to have personal projects that like kind of bring you back to that like
that's what you're on right
kid
now, dude.
moment. You
This
know?
is like us having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like these podcasts, hanging out with you guys, going to your guys' shows, like going to all of our friend shows. Like that's all, you know, energy that comes back, I feel like. And
Yeah, like even though it's exhausting, yeah, like that's also what I love to do is like go out and like enjoy like music with like people that I love.
I've told Colby, yo, we're playing here tonight. Don't bring your camera. I'm like, come hang out tonight with this, like at this thing.
I don't know if I've ever done that.
He still brings his camera, dude.
That you kind of did. That was kind of like at what was it, Sid? That was fun as fuck.
That was so much fun.
That night was so much fun. Oh my god. I couldn't even move the day after that. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Because of the stairs that you had to climb.
Yeah, I really dig that place. I know some people are like it's weird, but I love sitting down and watching a show, dude. I love sitting at concerts. I sit at the top of Red Rocks every time I go.
Same, dude.
I'm like, dude, I don't want to be down in that thicket of the mean, smelly kids. I want to sit up there, be close to the bathroom.
Nice. At the end of the night, we were all just like kicking it, like with our feet up on the row in front of us.
Yeah, for real. That was really cool. And to speak to that, Matty, I'm also a back of the crowd type of person because I hate being in crowds. And
that's why I love Mission so much.
Yeah.
Just like chilling up on the fucking side up there is so nice.
Oh, it is kind of like Mission, huh? The stock show place.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I think I'm way better at like sit down dancing. Like more than if I don't use my legs, I have like more hip.
Should we just start playing sets and chairs?
Oh, do you remember that time where I played Dead Mouse right before, and then Parm and I went to Casey Jones, friend of the show.
Oh yeah.
And there was a stool in the DJ booth. And between every mix I did, I went and sat down, dude. And I was like, "This is tight. There should be a stool. Like we take turns at the seat, like a comedian sits down. Sometimes we like. I think we gotta do that.
Didn't they just keep bringing you guys pizzas too?
No, they gave us one big one, but
okay.
it was so hard. You were there.
I play it.
Yeah.
You didn't bring your camera. That was
No,
kind of
I did bring my
fuck,
camera.
you're right.
That pizza was dank.
Yeah,
Shout
it
out
was,
Casey
guys.
Jones.
Casey
dude.
Jones, dude, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
So if people want to see your photography / book you, what's the best way?
You can reach out to me at BColbyPhoto on Instagram. All my information's on my profile there, my email. You can,
If you want to see his work, literally follow every single person that's been on this show.
Yeah,
And look at one of their pictures, and
and it's probably him.
probably Colby. There's like a 95% chance. The Vegas odds are great. Parm will tell
I would
you.
have won that bet.
That was an easy bet, dude.
that's the goal, guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
get your work everywhere.
And we I say it a lot, but we appreciate you immensely.
Yeah, dude, we love you, bro.
I love
You're
you
awesome,
guys
dude.
too, and I
I'm just-
appreciate you guys
I'm
too.
just glad to be your friend, dude.
This is like one of the most
Thank you.
insightful, motivating shows we've ever done.
Yeah, we just talked
wow,
about
thank
our
you.
passions and shit.
Dude, this was a good one. We needed an artist outside of what we do.
Because
to
it's
relate.
usually like, what?
I remember the show, dude. It was like I played that song, and the song was like,
Dude, when Decker was doing that like Spanish soccer announcer shit, I was losing my fucking gourd, dude.
Dude,
He
there's-
had that
It's a
shit.
character.
He is a character.
He showed up with a goddamn frog hat.
Yeah, then we put it on Scooby.
He's there's a couple people, you, Binge Watch, CJ, our Shady Boys, BFFs of the show. We have a lot of friends of the shows. We got a few BFFs. Decker's definitely up there. And you're on there too, bro.
Hell yeah, you guys are definitely some of my best friends, and just to kind of speak to the appreciation, you guys have really pushed me, further as a photographer and as a person. So,
You're a killer, bro.
it's greatly appreciated to be on this show and talking with you guys and sharing some stories.
Dude, yeah.